Good morning. It's 11:33. We just went into town to get some gas and some groceries, and I gotta tell you that the people in Needles are just as obnoxious and rude as the people in Bullhead City. And I'm not knocking the area because I grew up out here and I love it, but people are so obnoxious and everybody is so small and petty these days. And then on top of that, I get followed back, and so as soon as I pull in, this guy pulls in behind us. That's 4 times magnified. Let me turn off the battery saver. Okay. And that's... Let me see if it will go past it. It still won't. Okay, well, that's 4 times magnified. And we are roughly a quarter mile off the highway. And we are in a camping area. So wherever we go, this shit happens. And is that a silver truck? It is. So it started way over there on the highway, and it's just been creeping on us. And that happens everywhere we go. Okay? And you're going to want to watch out for the Frito-Lay's Cheeto truck driver out here. He's about 6 foot, 225 flabby pounds, a beard and a hairline. He wouldn't follow you around the store because he's up front. But he will have the loudest conversation known to man, so you can hear him, and I know who he knows. See, and then they're turning around, and then they're gonna face us. And then I left the store and went to get gas. He miraculously finished up stocking the Dollar General store at the exact same time and followed me around, and he came off the exit and he was looking right and tried to turn left in front of me on Broadway. So watch out for him. But there you go right there. See that silver truck? That's the type of shit that happens every fucking where we go. See him? Okay. That's not normal. It's not New Year's Day anymore. It's not Christmas time. Okay. It's what? Fucking Tuesday? 11:30. Oh no, it's Monday. Okay, even better. Even better. I was a day off. Even better. This is what people do. So this is what we do to them. And then the bitch at the Dollar General, they're still doing all this directed speech and all this dumb shit. We are a socialist country right now. Look at that. I'm a quarter mile off the road in the middle of the desert. Okay, I just went to get groceries. We were followed by idiots. Very clearly, always sit in the store and see who comes in right behind us, and those same people follow us around the store and cough, and they smell like fucking alcohol, and they'll stand right in your way and go, "Oh, sorry, brother." And I go, "No, you're not." And they go, "Huh." Okay, so that's what lets you know. So Mojave County, San Bernardino County, Clark County, dude, our country has been taken over by socialists. Okay, that's someone with a lot of fucking money that goes, "You know what? I need some dirt done. Here you go. You work for me now." And it's a bunch of different gangs. They're not Teamsters, and all that shit is all born from socialism because people were crooked and there's kind of a necessity for it. But as you can see, we went and bought groceries and we got followed out here, and now they're just sitting out there. Okay. This is everywhere we go. I've been to Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, New York, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, New Jersey, Washington State, Oregon, California, up and down the state. Okay, you name it, I've been there, except, like I said, New England, Alaska, Hawaii, and like 2 of the Midwestern states. But that truck out there by the fucking phone pole to the left there, silver Chevy 4-door, followed us out here. As soon as I parked and started walking my dog, "Oh, wherever you go, we got to be there." And do you not see? I've been saying this for 3 years. They have to be in your line of sight. Or if they're not in your line of sight, they'll get so close that it bugs the fuck out of you. This is every day, okay? This is 39 states. This isn't me being fucking crazy. It drives you nuts. This is the fucking country. This is the NWO. They're quiet. They don't wear uniforms, and they drive civilian cars, but they always drive, almost always, red, white, silver, and gold. What color's that fucking truck? It's silver. It looks like a 2500 Chevy short bed 4x4. About a 2016. Okay? 2 body styles back. I'm that good. But this happens everywhere. This is not me. I wanted to live like this anyway and kind of do something like this, but we were forced into a completely different situation. okay? This is happening and we're being targeted, okay? If you don't know what targeting is, that's how the corporate world and the wealthy, that's how they get back at one another. They'll ruin your family. Isn't that nice of them? But this is not normal. These people pulled in right behind us about the next row over, okay? This happens everywhere I go. I've been up 9,000 feet on a single lane dirt road, mountain access road in New Mexico, 9,000 feet up on a Apache reservation. I didn't even know New Mexico had mountains that high. And this exact same thing happened. The lady rushed out of her. You can't get a fucking 42-foot fifth wheel out up that road without advance notice. So them motherfuckers were parked up there. They had a truck just like that was white, one of the 4 main colors they like to use. And she ran out of her fifth wheel as we're headed down the mountain and took a picture of the sky. And then her and her dude jumped in the truck and followed us down the mountain. So this is the way the country works now. My daughter has been parentally kidnapped. Nobody does anything about it. I've called the sheriff in the 2 states that I think that she's in. Nobody does anything about it. The house, I've driven to the house by myself in a borrowed vehicle. The house is lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. It's a $500,000 5-bedroom home. You can tell people are there. They just don't want to knock on the door because somebody's a law enforcement officer or snitching for them or something. They do this shit for people, okay? They follow you around. This is a reality. You need to fucking get your heads out of your asses. There's some bitch in the, I can't believe people don't go to work and get more money than me, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't believe it in COVID. I didn't bring that up. She brought that up. They do that everywhere I go. Yeah, I'm on disability. Big fucking deal. Ooh, you know what? That's part of being in the military, in the infantry-based branches, you dumb fucks. Maybe if you weren't so busy fucking and sucking and doing drugs and drinking in your 20s, you could have done something with your life that paid off later on. That's exactly what those types of jobs are for. They take all your wild energy, they focus it, but they use you up, okay? And then when you come out, you're the first person they do this shit to, okay? We've been out here for 3 or 4 days. These people literally followed us, and there was a bunch of other people too that followed us. I would go the exact opposite direction they thought I was going to go. I went to an empty gas station, a brand new Range Rover pulled in immediately. I mean, and I'm sorry, but nobody in Needles, unless you live on the fucking river houses, has a fucking brand new Range Rover. It's not happening. Okay? Needles, California is one of the few places where you can get a 1-bedroom apartment under $1,000 in California still. Southern California, okay? So I'll stop there, but this is 11:30 in the morning on a Monday when this motherfucker should be at work. Unfortunately, this probably is his job, but look, we're out here trying to get away from all the bullshit. See that bullshit city up there? Okay, if you want to get robbed and ripped off and made fun of because you're disabled or you're not white, basically, that's where you want to go. They do, hey, let me tell you something. Get on YouTube. They do a fucking documentary on YouTube on the Aryan Brotherhood, and they're sitting in the riverside with the camera facing Bullhead City. That should tell you something right there. Now, I'm white, so it doesn't really matter, but that should tell you something. They'll do this shit to their own people, all based on rumors. I've had people threaten my life, tell me they're going to kick my ass. I've had my teeth fucking sheared off, jumped by 2 black people that I've never met before in my life, and it's all because of that area right there. These people are all fucked up on drugs, and then they go, oh, what's the problem? Look in the mirror, dude. You're 65 years old bitching at someone who's retired from the military because they make money without having to have a full-time job if they so choose. If they want to be a freelance journalist, a freelance photographer. That's why you do jobs like that. So in America, if you prepare and you do the right thing, you must be the enemy because you're not on their socialist team and they'll watch you like this. There's other facets too, but all you have to do is be friends with one wrong person and this will happen to you because their number's in your phone or they're in trouble. But look how long that motherfucker's been sitting there. So now if I open my trailer door, they look in there. You see how earlier he got out and walked to the front and then went back in? Okay, they always do that. They're not doing anything. They're there to watch us. Make no fucking mistake. I went and bought groceries. That's your country. People will rip you off and fuck you over, and if you fight back, you're dangerous and crazy. That's your country. That's America. So right now, if you're thinking of joining any branch of the military or the police force, don't fucking do it. Don't work for this government. You don't want to work for this government. I was in for the old guard was on their way out and the new guard was on their way in when I was in the military for 10 years. 10 fucking years. Okay? And this shit started in there, looking back. You just don't notice it. Because that's already a socialist setup. But you sign up for that. America's supposed to not be a socialist society, and here we are. Why is that guy out there? Follow right as soon as I parked, here comes this guy creeping up behind us. That means he was about 3 minutes behind us. Before him, we have the Frito-Lay's Cheeto driver try to make a left-hand turn off the freeway onto a 4-lane road right in front of me, and that's after he was having a conversation like this in the all four corners of Dollar General and Needles. You could hear him talk about his dumb fucking kid in baseball. Nobody fucking cares. That's what they do. And they'll look at you and smile as they do it. Okay? So that's some fat, balding idiot out there that peaked in high school that now stocks chips on fucking shelves, messing with someone that's old enough to be his dad. Okay? And actually gave his life, a decade of his life away to a civil service job. And they're all bunged up because they tried to, and some of those same people that I'm telling you, wealthy people are fucked up. The wealthy people I know have tried to, no shit, broad daylight, get you drunk, try to fight you, try to break your back, and you'll think they're your friends and you're just wrestling around. Okay? And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that happening in Fort Mojave has a little bit of connection to do with the two black dudes that jumped me at a truck stop at 7 a.m. in Vegas 2 years ago that I'd never met. I'm going to go out on a limb and say those two things are connected. And that's what happens, dude. They just start shit with you because you're the LAPD and New York PD and all major city police departments will falsely list people to their gang